This week, to fill the void, I bought nothing. So instead, let's reminisce on one of my most void-fulfilling purchases, a bird.
Now you might be asking yourself, why are you wearing overalls? You live in an urban metropolis. And the answer is, I like to live every day of my life like it's a farming sim, and these are my chickens.
A few years ago, I decided it was time to start living, so I bought a bird. Her name was Ravioli, and she was a green parakeet I bought from PetSmart for $25. Sadly, Ravioli is no longer with us. I mourn her loss, and contrary to the storybook romance crammed down our throats by notable anti-Semite Walt Disney, all parakeets go to hell. I do, however, have this portrait of Ravioli lording over my apartment. I find that this painting, a product of a Paint Your Pet themed wine and paint night, somehow expresses the same sternness as a portrait of Stalin from the Cold War. Some days I stare into her cold, black eyes, dotted white with acrylic paint, and see reflected back at me a glimmer of disdain. I have two birds today, Bimo and Picasso. As you can plainly tell, they are evil and have an agenda. There are many things to know about owning a bird before going out and buying one. First and foremost is that you cannot, in fact, own a bird. Although you may procure a bird, you will never truly own that bird. Think of a bird as one of the many intangibilities of this world, things no one will ever own, like love or a house. Yes, take comfort in the fact that even Jeff Bezos or Jeffree Star or any of the other evil Jeffreys of this world will never own a bird. On the contrary, over time, you will find that the bird living in your home owns you. The second thing to know about having a bird is that they are very easy to accidentally kill. Here is a list of the many ways you may accidentally commit avian homicide in your home. You can kill a bird by startling it. There are countless things that will startle your bird. For example, here's my birds faced with the terror of a single bean. Obviously, do not hold a surprise birthday party for your bird. Another way of killing a bird is to produce a smell. This includes burning a candle that they don't like, using new non-stick cookware in their vicinity, and living someplace with air pollution. Indeed, any bird would drop dead instantly upon stepping foot into a Bath & Body Works store. Lastly, seeds will kill your bird. Yes, seeds, the only thing in this world that your bird willingly eats. If you feed your bird seeds, your vet will mock you, and your poor bird's liver will bloat and blacken like that of an alcoholic adult man, and your bird will soon perish. Instead, you need to force them to eat these dog food-like pellets that they will absolutely loathe and never forgive you for making them eat. Now that you know how to have an alive bird, the next step is to make your bird happy. The first thing you can do to make your bird happy is to leave it alone. Your bird hates you, and that's just a fact of life. Many people who live with a single bird are able to convince themselves that their bird does like them. But the moment you introduce a domesticated bird to another bird, you will realize that your bird was only ever being polite and does in fact prefer the company of other birds to you. For this reason, I recommend procuring 2 birds at a minimum. The next thing you can do to make your bird happy is to buy it many toys. You may pick up a toy and think, my bird will enjoy playing with this, but that is, in fact, false. As the old adage goes, bird toys are meant for poopin', not playin'. Try to find a toy with the maximum amount of porous surface area and many loose fibers so that it will be very difficult for you to clean. Your evil little goblin will enjoy this the most. Finally, birds are happy when you play music that they like. I am lucky that the birds in my house have musical preferences that are compatible with my own. Bimo's favorite music includes the works of Florist and Lucy Dacus, as well as the rumblings of our air conditioner, whereas Picasso enjoys singing and dancing to the sound of me making an important phone call. You may find that the more serious the subject of a remote meeting, the louder and happier your birds will become. This is a classic example of the inverse relationship between human and bird happiness. Following these rules and guidelines will guarantee that the birds living in your home will be both happy and alive. However, do not expect gratitude or friendship from your birds. Just as you do not thank the garbage man who removes your trash from the curb once a week, neither will your birds acknowledge or thank you for your efforts. The garbage man, garbage producer relationship is the highest level of intimacy you can expect from your bird, and as such, you should consider your participation in this power dynamic with high regard.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video.
I'm gonna try to post more regularly this month, but in the meantime, if you want some more frequent jokes and art from me, follow me on Twitter. And my brother made the music for this video, so you can check all the cool stuff he does at jakeschlaerth.com.